lighter.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I did a little work on it off camera. Got the brake line in. Yeah, it stretched a little. It's not too bad. It's still got a little goosey in it, but I had to heat up. This fitting wouldn't even spin on the line, and this one was stuck. That one up there was, not only would it not spin on the line, I couldn't even get it broke loose from the deal, so I had to whip out the old gas axe and heat her up a little bit, and I was able, you know, a little combination, a little bit of heat. Like I said, go real easy on it. Don't get too crazy, and watch how hot you get this stuff, because I did actually heat that up enough that it popped the brake line right off. So I got a little bit too crazy with the heat. So you gotta be really careful. It could have made a mess, could have gotten burned, but you know, it's one of those things. And you're playing right by the gas tank that I just drained out, so you gotta be real careful. But anyways, I turned the flame down, and I got a little carried away heating that one up there. This one here is real easy on it. I managed to get this line loose with just some PB blaster and stuff. This one I couldn't get the nut to spin on the line, so I had to give her a little bit of heat, and I finally got the nut broke loose on it, so I was able to unscrew it. And I took this bracket, unbolted the bracket, and once I got the fitting loose off that line, I was able to I just took the bracket and then the other side of the brake line, everything off all in one shot, and got it loose and set it all back up, so it should be good to go. But yeah, I decided to crack open the rear end. I bought a gasket. They're only like $2. I thought, yeah, I'll change the fluid in it and you know, do a little easy maintenance in it. I didn't know if there was even any fluid in it at all, because it looked like it had been leaking. And then I noticed this. See how it's... I don't think it's supposed to go in and out. So the carrier bearings are toast. And I haven't really driven this car much at all. I've only driven it on and off the trailer a couple times. I moved it to my brother's house once, moved it back, and the little video I shot of me going around the block is all I've driven this thing. And I had no idea that was that bad. I mean, holy cheese on Christ. Yeah, that's bad. So, what to do? I think I'm just going to end up buttoning it back up and wasting a bunch of new fluid. Clean up the cover, throw a paint job on it, put a gasket on it, and just have to tell them, hey, the rear end's bad. Which, I mean, honestly, you'd want to change these gears anyways. The tag on the rear end says 242. I don't know if that was the original gear set that came with this car, because I'm trying to remember the story I got when I got this car. I could have swore that the guy I got it from told me he just changed one of the axle shafts out with one of his cars. Maybe he changed the whole flipping axle. I'm not 100% sure exactly what he did. There's a good chance he might have pulled the whole entire axle assembly out. But, I mean, the way those brake lines were, it didn't act like they'd ever been off. But then again, I've had this car sitting around for quite a few years. So, I don't know. It definitely throws a wrench in some things. I'm not real happy about this. But what do you do? You know? Yeah, that's not good. And it's not the loosey-goosiness. I'm look at the carrier bouncing around. And can you see that? It's literally rolling in and out. That's not good. And the funny thing is, when I was driving it, I didn't hear any weird noises. It didn't give me any indication that anything was wrong. I didn't hear a whining sound or anything, to be honest with you. I had no indication there's really anything wrong with it. I'm getting tired. That's late. So yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted to find. And the fluid didn't look horrible. Yeah, there was some metallic in it, but there wasn't no chunks of anything coming out, so I don't know what the hell. I don't know what happened. All I can tell you is it's not good. So this really sucks royally. I have to think about this. My thing is, with a screwed axle, if I go and put the gears back in it, dude's probably going to want to get rid of them anyways because they're 242s or 245s. Those gears suck. I don't want to put that kind of money into this car by changing the gears. Might be able to find another used axle, but I don't really want to swap it. Not right now. Because then I may have to end up doing seals and brakes. And I don't want to do that. Could I swap these brakes and everything over? Yeah, I could. I was able to get the bleeder screws and the wheel cylinders free, so, but there's no guarantee I'm going to get these lines off of here without destroying them. You know, what if the other rear end I need to put wheel cylinders on? You know, I got to find one. I mean, A body 8 1/4 shouldn't be that hard to find. At least I don't think so. Now, if you're looking for an 8 3/4, that's a totally different story. Dang it. That is not what I wanted to see. I like my custom exhaust hangers. It was totally meant to be temporary. Yeah, when I had done that, my intentions were to finish it off. And I just never did. I just wanted some pipes on it so it wasn't disgustingly loud when I had to move it around or, you know, start it and run it for any reason. So, yeah, I think we're just going to bail out at this point. I don't know. I'll look around. Maybe somebody's got a better geared 8 1/4 lying around somewhere. But this is this one here is junk. That's crazy. And you can feel there's some sharpness on the thrust edge. I think that's the driving edge of the tooth, this ankle part. You can feel there's some sharpness. So I don't know how long it's been like that. All right, well, I think I'm going to close her up for the night. I'm tired. Go in and get some shut-eye, and we'll get on the pooter in the morning and see what we can find on the old interwebs and maybe call a few people and see what's out there. That kind of blows some ass. All right. Until next time.